Isabelle in the Garden of Light. In a quiet, sun-drenched corner of southern France, nestled behind a high stone wall, was a greenhouse unlike any other. This was where Isabelle, a blonde florist whose fingers knew the exact needs of every stem, pursued her passion. As twilight bled into night, the greenhouse would begin to glow, not from electric lights, but from the pale, ethereal rows of moonlit orchids she tended by hand, a secret garden illuminated by gentle, hidden lamps. Her days were spent in rich, humid air, her movements precise as she misted, pruned, and cared for her delicate, rare blooms. One warm evening, the silence was broken by the crunch of a ground. A travel photographer named Leo had stopped, captivated by the sight. He was hauling a tripod and a heavy camera bag, his eyes wide as he gazed at the shimmering glasshouse, a breathtaking scene of light suspended in the dark. He approached the open door, drawn into the intoxicating scent of damp earth and exotic blossoms. "C'est magnifique," he whispered, lowering his camera. May I take your picture?" Isabelle was kneeling beside a cluster of white phalaenopsis. She glanced up, laughing softly as she brushed a fleck of golden pollen off her cheek. "Only if you take one of the flowers, too," she insisted, gesturing toward the glowing orchids. "They're the real beauty here." Leo agreed, but over the following weeks, his visits became less about the landscape and more about the light inside the glasshouse. He kept returning day after day, week after week, always claiming it was for the light. He needed to capture the specific luminescence of the midnight bloom, the perfect angle of the dew on the petals. But the truth was, he wasn't chasing the light refracted through the glass. He was chasing the sound of her laughter that echoed through the scent of jasmine, the focused tilt of her head, and the way the pale orchid light made her hair look like spun moonlight. He documented her subtly, a shot of her hand holding a trowel, her silhouette against the humid glass, the concentration in her sea-green eyes. He spent a final afternoon packing his equipment. He didn't say a real goodbye, only promising to send her a print. Months later, his collection of travel photography, titled Gardens of the World, was published to critical acclaim. Isabelle received a heavy package containing the book. Flipping through the stunning landscapes and architectural marvels, she eventually found the final dedicated series. It featured breathtaking images of her luminous orchids, captured with incredible detail. But the last photograph in the entire book wasn't of a flower or a field or a sunset. It was a perfectly framed, sun-drenched portrait of Isabelle herself, looking up from her workbench, her face radiant, perfectly framed by the glowing white blossoms, and smiling at the camera. The photo caption simply read, "The light I found."